Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fableheim and the Revenge of the Undying in Iratus, Lord of the Dead. We resume where we left things off the last time. First battle with the Construct and the Mad Mage. I think it's going to go well. Just a little hunch that I have. Now, our current group composition: the Lich, the Unfrozen, the Zombie, and the Black Widow. The Lich, the first to receive a name. Another WoW reference. Kel'Thuzad was a mage of Dalaran, the city of mages, but he was kicked out for his experimentation with the dark necromantic powers, eventually becoming a lich himself. Kel'Thuzad also was kind of a reference in the game, because he had a cat, and I love cats, as you may be able to tell. Hey, that's what I want to do. He had a cat named Mr. Bigglesworth. And he loved his cat so much. The reason why I love Kel'Thuzad, besides the fact that he's a necromancer, necromancers are obviously the best. Oh, duh, block was going to absorb that. I was just afraid that if I hit the dude in the back, this thing... I also want to test something. Now, the black... I'll go back to explaining Kel'Thuzad, but the Black Widow is currently wearing the leg cuffs, which we got in the first episode. This means that she can't move. My theory is that it means that she's like literally fixated in the first position. But if we move the zombie forward, will that mess this up? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, it will. So, does that just mean that we can't actually... I think it means that if the Black Widow herself cannot be moved by targeted abilities. I see. So it's not quite as powerful as I thought it was, but it's still pretty good, because that should mean that she can't be interrupted with her stance with the movement ability, right? In theory? The theories continue. Ow. Owie. So it's fine. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's okay. I might put the Black Widow in an ice cube, though. Okay. Kel'Thuzad, I need you to kill the golem. Released. Please and thank you. Thank you.
First mistake.
See, Kel'Thuzad's coming through.
Your life.
So Kel'Thuzad, he had a cat. He loved his cat so much that he resurrected his cat as an undead creature. And you could find Mr. Bigglesworth in the Naxxramas raid. And if you killed him, it would trigger special dialogue from Kel'Thuzad. Basically, you know, him cursing you to death and all.
Now! A curse upon you, Interlords! The armies of the Lich King will hunt you down. You will not escape your fate.
Yeah, see, I didn't get moved or interrupted out of my stance. Nice. I actually think we can kind of cheese this a little bit and get some healing. Not any more healing, obviously. Oh, he does have some resistance that I need to work my way through. Kind of. Sort of. I'm pretending to hurt you. Pretend to be damaged. Now, speaking of World of Warcraft, normally... Oh, am I not healing when I delay this turn? It's unfortunate. I have a rule. And my rule is to not record when I'm tired. Like, super tired. But tonight I'm breaking that rule. And that's because I'm afraid... The creepy doll at the start of combat... Oh. I want to make sure that there's a video going up today. I release all my videos at noon Central Standard Time. And if there's like a second video, like with the Iratus series, which is kind of as the secondary at the moment, that is released at midnight Central Standard Time. And the reason is because, well, consistency. YouTube likes consistency. And that way, if anyone is actually, you know, really interested in a series that I'm doing, they know exactly when it's going to release. It'll be there every single day, noon Central Standard Time. Boom. Right there for you. But also the algorithm is pleased by it. So I just want to make sure there's something there for you to enjoy. So this might be a little shorter than usual. But, another leg cuffs. Spell power. I don't like any of these. Leg cuffs could be useful. Bane Aura could be useful if we really want to try and cheese spell power. Acid Glands could be useful. There are a few situations I could see this helping, but we kind of have the Black Widow for this sort of thing anyway. I'm going to pick up Bane Aura. That was a really bad roll. Unfortunate. 'Tis unfortunate. We have a Guardsman, an Elite Conscript, Taskmaster, and an Elite Demolition Expert. We don't really have a way to push people away, so that kind of sucks. The Bride can do it. If we wanted to bring her in, she'd come in over the Unfrozen. Yeah, sure, why not? Come here, sweetie. But the reason that I was talking about WoW was because I came off my WoW raid. We cleared all of Hero of Nyalotha in one night. I think that was for the first time, so that was fun. Despite being ridiculously tired. So I was hoping that the extra focus from killing everything was gonna, you know, help me out here. Do I just go straight? I think I just go straight into the cocoon, right? I think so, because I'm kind of low already. I don't want it to get too out of hand. I'm just going to go ahead and buff everyone and then kill. Kel'Thuzad, of course, gets a muck first, because you're my favorite. Alright, I don't really care what you hit here. That was kind of the worst one to hit, but I said I didn't care, so I don't care. Remember, our zombie, as long as... Wow, that was unexpected. As long as the zombie isn't moving, the... I'm already at full health with the Black Widow. That's cool. He is gaining +4 accuracy and +15% damage every single turn. It's pretty bonkers.
Rage released.
Alright, show me what you got.
Kill, my darling, kill.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Even though Amok does lower... No stamps. Even though Amok does lower her luck... That kind of rhymes. Even though Amok lowers luck, she just crits with her thing anyway. Alright, who wants to be on fire? Thank you for volunteering. Ooh, I need to spit his resistance off, actually. That's what I need to do. Here we go. The RNG round once more.
Maybe I'll crab this one into furniture.
Guardsman down. The Guardsman is one of the more annoying things. Now, the Demolitions Expert is going to be in the front line, which is not where we want him to be. But we do have... This is why we brought the Bride. Goodbye. Now, the reason I didn't want him... It is unfortunate that happened, but that's okay. The reason I don't really want him here is because he's going to go boom, and I can't stop it. So I might as well go into my cocoon here. Oh, wait, no, I can do this and I can pull. I'm so smart. Wow. If that was a 300 IQ move, I'm not even going to kill anything. We're going to wait. I guess I'm just going to put down a cloud, sure. We're going to wait. Let's see what is to happen. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, that stance can't be interrupted, but I think it can be stunned out, and you can obviously move things around for that.
Fresh corpses.
Good times. Kel'Thuzad being wounded is a little depressing, unfortunately. I'm not sure what we want here. I guess we just go for the Corrosive Cloud, right? So the Corrosive Cloud, one of the stronger abilities of Kel'Thuzad, up here with his bleh attack. This will remove all armor and resistance of the enemy standing in the trap. Now, it's already a good trap for stress damage, so you've really just made it better. We aren't really focusing on stress damage in any capacity, but I mean, it's there if we want it. I could even just give this to the Black Widow for now. I probably want to make something for her, don't I? Like the steel spikes. Didn't this used to be reduce all damage? I feel like that used to be a thing. Let's give this to Kel'Thuzad, because he only does magical damage. We'll give this to
It's no goal,
the Black
but it
Widow.
will do.
Okay. Oh wait, this is reduced magic damage. See, this is why you don't record when you're tired. You know what? You can have this, dear. Just so I'm using it. Zambi. I wanted... What was it? Magic damage dealt. The black heart. That's what it is. That's what it is. But I do want to hold on to my heart. My parts as well. I only need one heart. What's the worst that could happen? Well, the worst that could happen is I make a really good heart, and I have to make another heart. Alright. Give me magic
The
damage.
smell of successful alchemy.
Or give me death. Ooh, a fountain. How convenient. I mean, calculated. Perfectly calculated. Okay. So, we were discussing the possibility of going down the destruction tree, and I want to. I really want to pick up Mocking Slap because it sounds fun. If something is on fire, deal more damage to it, and we've set everything on fire so far, so I don't really foresee us stopping anytime soon. Skullfall also sounds really fun. Set them on fire for 3 turns, dealing 12 plus 2 damage per turn. Improves the initiative effect by 2%. Spell power. That costs a lot of mana. But I mean, you know, we can generate a lot of spell power. But we were pretty set on picking up durable materials, weren't we? Unfortunately, that's 4 more points. Need 2 for this, then 3 for this. What would it take for us to just go this way? I would need 2, 3. It's unfortunate that these aren't very helpful. You can do a lot of bizarre things with indiscriminate fire. Like, Kel'Thuzad's already... His build's kind of already incorrect for this, so you'd kind of want him in the front slot. Can you even get a block? You can. Interesting. So you'd want, like, a really high-level brain where you could pick up, like, at least 1 block. Then just a ton of damage. You pick up shrapnel, you put him in the first spot, and you just set everything on fire. And kill it all. That sounds kind of fun. I think you would need boiling blood, of course, but it sounds fun. So Elite, Convict, Miner, Mad Mage, and Demolitions Experts. We can keep the Bride, right? I should probably build the Arena, though. Or the Excavation, because we're running low on parts. Or I could just wait and upgrade the Library. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I feel like it's a waste not having the Arena right now, but at the same time, priorities. I carry Big Boom. Yep, that's about what I expected from you. Being honest. Hey look, we get to Poison Spit for the first time. No resistance for you. That tickled. I'm not actually sure why the zombie has 9 resistance, if I'm being perfectly honest. But, I mean, I'm not complaining. It's just bizarre that he has 0 armor and 9 resistance. Am I the only one that finds that bizarre? If I press this button, it's going to do so much damage to my team. That was not even amok because I forgot. I mean, I might just be able to kill the miner outright. I do have a rule where I take my kills where I can get them. So he's dead. And then I want to get rid of your... Oh, no one's really evasive here, huh? What if I pull you for... Oh, I can't. I can do it next turn, though. And get rid of your resistance. Let me spit on you. Come closer. I'm actually not going to use any mana this turn. So if we're not going to do that, we might as well Rose for a lady. Rose for the lady. Or this fight, I'm not going to use any mana. How dare you hit my bride? That's so rude. Oh, there was something I wanted to try. I'm not sure if I'll get around to it this episode. But I was discussing with someone the zombie bombardment. It's an ability we haven't used yet. Tickles. But it's this ability. It's his stance. So he basically enters his stance, and then at the start of his next turn, the zombie attacks 4 times. Each attack dealing, oh, that's a lot of damage. 22 to 24 physical damage to a random enemy, or random and remaining enemy. This attack does not consume an action. So it's kind of like a free attack that you have to prepare for. Very much like the Headless Hunters, if you are familiar with his. This will kill the Mad Mage, I think. Man, you do a respectable amount of damage. It's not going to kill the Mad Mage. It's fine. I'll spit on him again.
This never gets old.
Maybe I should have done that now because he's... Well, no, I'll just set you on fire. No one can ever say no to being set on fire. Right? Especially by such a pretty lady. Yeah, he's dead. Now he's super dead. So for the bombardment thing to go off, we would have to be in a different position. Like I'd have to start combat in the 3rd position. And I'm not against trying it.
World will be
because we were discussing like using the trench, whatever this is called now, the trench loading to set up for it, to increase his damage by 50%, put a muck on him, make sure he has a few stacks of mechanical aim, and just light something on fire. Sounds kind of fun. In fact, so much fun that let's do it. The mummy doesn't need to be in here anymore, so we'll let Sweetie Pie go ahead and rest over there. We want this for sure. Fatal Bondage, absolutely. 0 questions asked. Being able to remove all blocks and wards, so strong. So far, we've really only encountered the miners who have multiple pieces of block, but there are many enemies. Soon, they will have 3 block and 3 ward, and it's not nice. Oh, look, a quest. A quest. Aww. I hate this one. As you strive to return to the surface, you encounter something that gives you pause. A great chasm, seemingly bottomless, blocks the path of your undead host. There are no other routes nearby, so the only path is forward. So basically, you can use bones in your inventory to build a bridge, you can expend mana to levitate your minions across, or you can put your minions in danger. I always have excess mana, so I always pick this one. Part of me wants to use the bones, because mana is so much more important this time. I think it's like 25 mana, right? 20-25? Yeah, we can use that. I want my bones. Yeah. All is possible with magic, but mass flight is a skill reserved only for archmages. Although you count yourself among them, the spell is still very taxing. Using every available arcane shortcut, you carefully levitate your army across, letting those who can already float make the journey on their own. You are left tired, but the chasm is behind you. Sometimes these quests... Ooh, this would be peculiar. How is this gonna work? This is not a good battle for me to test this at. This is like a bride battle, I think. Should we force a sanity check for the lulz? Wait, should I check? 12? Oh look, we are now past this thing being useful. Alright, well. All minions are level 5 and lower, so this will affect...
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
This will at least affect the zombie and the Unfrozen. Our artifacts have not been very good. Not very good at all. This might be a bit tricky. But we'll see. We'll see what there is to be done. I don't like the headsman being in the first spot, but removing his ward is probably the correct call. I also reduce the damage that he deals. It's just, again, awkward that he's in the first slot because he's very, very painful. I probably want... Ooh, that's pretty good. I probably want to pull... What do I want to do? Pull something forward. If I can pull a Demolitions Expert forward, get them to trigger their stance, and then pull something else forward to take their place, to get them to go boom boom on their friends, is probably the ideal situation, I think. Does that mean I pull you? Is this... I think this is what I want. I think this is what is correct. I'm trying really hard not to make any micro mistakes, even though I am really tired. I mentioned it in the previous playthrough that I lost. I almost said we lost, but it was totally on me. Those little tiny mistakes really add... Here we go. I did it. Those tiny mistakes really add up, and
Rage release.
I want to make sure I try to avoid those if I can. So here's the stance. He has Amok, he has at least 2 stacks of mechanical aim, and he has the trench loading thingy. Oh, I don't even need to use the silken pull. I'll just pull you forward. And behold the magic show. I'm going to go ahead and cocoon here, though, because I don't want you hitting the Unfrozen. Yeah, sure, whatever. B-E, defensive. Boom.
As worthless as you were in life, you will be worth something in death.
I want to make it rain. No, we have... Let's see this bombardment. Let's see if it all pays off. Here we go. I hope the execution doesn't hit me. I mean, that wasn't awful. I don't think it was worth all the setup, but I don't think it was awful. My relationship with Bombard is really weird, because I've only ever used it whenever I couldn't use his other abilities. Because I actually really like the zombie's baseline abilities. His little pistol whip.
Another step towards my eternal kingdom.
His ignition, obviously, I think is probably his strongest ability. This, the Igniting Mister, which we're about to upgrade to Fiery Explosive. Get that burning damage. So we're going from 2550 to 2575. We could go the other way and turn it into a curse, but I have zero interest in that. Literally zero interest. So yeah, I think we're going to hold these points. We could try investing some points into accuracy. We haven't been missing too much since we picked up Advanced Ballistics. And I mean, Mechanical Aim is giving us accuracy, so it's kind of, sort of a waste of a point. Kind of, sort of. You know? Kind of want the bride back. Okay, it's time to build a library. Okay, that was a lich, right? Did I think I skipped the battle when I could have built the library. My bad.
Ooh, a vessel of indiscriminate magical carnage.
Didn't I just say something about trying not to make those micro mistakes? Alright, I want the arena. I feel like I'm wasting a slot here without having the arena. So this is a Skelevoy. You are not worthy.
This place is intended to be a training ground for my minions. The fights themselves have proven to be a rather entertaining time waster.
That skeleton, I was perfectly satisfied sacrificing to the Dark Gods because he was not worthy of the true skeleton inheritance. So this is an elite headsman, is that what they're called? Executioners is what I call them. Minor, Adaman, and Doomsayer. Doomsayer is going to be the first character we encounter with both block and ward. Adamans are incredibly annoying. We actually have a really good group for this, though. Would the bride be more helpful than the Unfrozen here? I kind of think so. Oh, sweetie. Do come back. I think she's going to be more helpful here. I have 2 points. I was doing something with these 2 points. I really want Mocking Slap. I also really want to go down this tree. Like, there's so many things that I want. I can't pick a direction. I feel like I should go for durable materials. Where does +8 vigor bring us? +8 vigor could be a pretty big deal, huh? I mean, we've been doing fine so far. Alright. I'm gonna do it. We're going for Mocking Slap. I want it. And Bone Obelisk is very powerful, as you might be able to see. It does 48 magic damage, and then increase the damage by 2% for points of spell power, and it stuns the target for 1 turn. Now, it is very expensive. 50 mana is not cheap. But if something is really being a problem, that's a way to solve it. They all have ward. Wow. Okay. Okay. Hello. Nice to see you. Not really, but you get the gist. Now the Adaman will actually kill her allies that are low HP for a significant buff. So I'm rather inclined to kill her first. Alright, you have a 50-50 to hit something here. Please hit something. Good job. I knew I could count on you, Kel'Thuzad. Now I'm going to be trench loading here, more so for the defensive aspect, because I am marked. And marks do that. I also think because of the same reason, I'm going to go ahead and pop into my cocoon. Redirect all damage to me. You're just dead, aren't you? Oh yeah, you dead. There is... Nope, she's dead. She's guaranteed dead. Okay, good. I could remove the ward here. I feel like I should cocoon, because this could be really bad. This could be really bad. Oh, my greedy heart. Don't do it. Okay, that's fine.
One by one, life vanishes from this world.
How did I even play this game without the Black Widow? I'm gonna unlock again.
Released.
This whole mana consumption is getting a little bit ridiculous, but it's fine. I'd love to invigorating cocoon here, but I'm just gonna make this guy's day worse. That's what I was trying to say. That's a lot of damage. And you're dead. Okay.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
And now you're super dead. I guess I'll just trench load. Why not? There's nothing else for me to do. I want to use this. No. Boss says no.
Toss them in with the rest.
Do you flee? No. You're a craven dog. That was 84.
My will is a tide that will wash away your pathetic civilizations.
84 is a lot. We're 1 point off more attack. How many times can we have this? So we can upgrade this 4 more times. If each one is 2, that's 8 more damage. Ooh. We have this. I think Kel'Thuzad is going to need the whatchamacallits. The burning skull, is that what it's called? I think that reduces the damage he deals to friends. Then we can really let loose with Armageddon. Well, Kind of. That sounds really dangerous no matter how I think about it. Letting loose with Armageddon. If the minion starts their turn in position 1 or 2, they receive +5 vigor until the end of battle stacks up to 5 times. Huh. Then the Jester's Visage. There are some interesting builds that could happen with the Jester's Visage. The ones I'm thinking of off the top of my head, with the Black Widow, she can go into Spiky Cocoon, which makes it she deals some physical damage if anything hits her. Obviously, if you Jester Visage her, she's in her cocoon, she's healing for a little bit, not as much as with Invigorating, and reflecting some damage. Not bad. The Skeleton has a build where you put him in his stance that reflects stress damage. The Jester's Visage helps there. That ability already increases his chance of being hit, so putting Jester's Visage on him is like guaranteeing him to be hit. You can also Jester's Visage a Fallen Dhampir for the counterattack, which was buffed. Its healing was increased from 33% of the damage to 50% of the damage. So that is something. I have been wondering how to make a Fallen Dhampir work, without obviously being the YOLO solo build, which is amazing, and I will be doing again if I can get a Boiling Blood. The Vampire Fangs, a crucial part of one of our oldest companions. But the Bull Skull is interesting. I've never seen this before. This is a total of 25 vigor. And it would drastically increase the Black... Well, drastically might not be correct, but it would increase the Black Widow's healing with her cocoon. My question is, when it gives you the +5 vigor, is it like... Does it give you +5 vigor then as well? Or is it just an increase to your cap? So are you healing 5 vigor on top of gaining 5 max vigor? That would probably determine if this is really good or not. I mean, I think it's good either way. I kind of want the Bull Skull. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the Vampire Fangs are cute. Don't get me wrong. And I could use some.
Toss it with the rest.
But it's time for science. It's time for science, he says. I forgot I gave you the steel spikes. Remember that rule? There's a rule I have. Obviously, I have that rule for a reason. Now, I could just give it to the zombie, but I kind of want to put magic damage here. Because we basically shoot things with this. This is magic damage, and we're going to upgrade bombardment to be magic damage, I think. I'm fairly certain. I have no real interest in this remaining as physical damage. There's no point. This can remain physical damage, sure, whatever. Because that can ignore armor. Instant regret. But I do kind of want to science with this. What is 10% less physical? Ooh, I just thought of what's coming. Ooh. Yep. Yep. Alright, that's my bad. That's my bad. I kind of want to swing around, like all the way around and pick up these artifacts. Alright. We'll go to the cultists. Oh, what's this? This is an elite convict, a guardsman, an elite headsman, executioner, and an elite hunky. Is this an Unfrozen battle? This might be an Unfrozen battle. Instead of a bride battle. Swaparoo. A quick Swaparoo. We want this one? I don't really have a way to remove buffs yet at the moment. We probably also want the Embrace of Frost. I don't really need to heal anything, though, because the Black Widow's going to heal herself. She doesn't need to peel off armor, or block and ward. We'll pick up the Puff Perch. Buff Perch.
I expect results.
There are some buffs later on that are significant. Significant. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fine. Well, I mean, turn 1 Soken pull what's-his-face would probably be really nice. But
strength through pain.
I'm gonna go ahead and cocoon. Let's get this healing rolling. 9 per turn is pretty good. You can't disrespect 9 per turn. You have a 1 in 4 to hit a bad target. That's what I thought, Kel'Thuzad. Kel'Thuzad, sometimes affectionately known as Kel'Thu motherfucking Zod. I wasn't able to interrupt it. It's fine. You can interrupt stances with the Unfrozen by upgrading the spike, spear, javelin ability. Again, roll the 1 in 4. Beautiful. Beautiful. You love to see it. I'm sorry, did you try to hit me? I didn't feel it. Begin the ignition. This thing, Ice Spear. You can upgrade this. It has 2 different upgrade paths like all things. It can either remove enemy armor, and it's a lot now. Is it like 24? I think they buffed it. Or you can make it so that it interrupts stances. I like it so it interrupts stances, but you can also interrupt stances with other things. Other stuff and things.
Death delivered.
Bye-bye. Alright. No ward for you. Oof. The zombie got hurt. But you can notice someone's back up to full health. Bye-bye. You super dead. You're not just dead. You're super dead. I am gonna cower. This might save me from utter death, so don't blame me. That's fine. This way, if he hits the zombie... Okay, well, I was prepared. Ooh, 82. The serpent skull coming in hot. That's a lot of damage. I could have tried to cheese this out a little bit.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done.
Of course.
Ahead of schedule.
Of course. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad. In case you're curious what has upset me, I'm not really upset. I'm just a little disappointed in myself for not having remarkable foresight. I picked up the bull skull over the vampire fangs. Now, again, the vampire fangs aren't, like, insanely powerful, but they were a rather vital part of a previous build that we had, that I'd like to reiterate, see if I could master it even further. Whereas the bull skull, I just kind of wanted a science, but I forgot I already had this, and this is pretty good. I mean, is it? 20 physical damage. Reduce that by 2, 18 instead. We would have had more vigor. Screw it. We're going to put this there. I picked it up, we're going to science it. Which means I wasted 3 armor pieces, but it's 3 armor pieces. I think I take the burning skull, right? Even though... If I burning skull, will I really be able to do this? So 65%, some quick maths here. 65% of 25 is 10-ish? I can take 10-ish damage, but then I have to take 10-ish damage for every turn, too. Maybe it's not time. What is the bride's thing again? What's the golem's thing again? So many questions. So, what we want to do, if we're going to approach occultists...
Bones, bones, bones. Just so uninspired, you know.
Do I guess... No. We'll bring the Unfrozen. We're using him a lot more than I thought we would. Alright, so I want to see all your items. So, we have... the stack of bones. For each 10 points of vigor missing, the damage the bone golem receives is decreased by 2.5%. So, I mean, at 100, Oh no, my brain just broke. Is it 25% reduction when you're missing 100 vigor? It's not bad. Is it good? The enchanted bone of the skeleton becomes receptive to buffs, but he is still immune to debuffs. Can be very important. The Rune of Winter we've seen before, and the Wedding Gift. The increases critical damage dealt by the Bride of Iratus by 50%. If I gave her the Serpent Skull at the start, this would be perfect. But I didn't. I don't regret giving it to Kel'Thuzad. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that I didn't give it to the Bride. We currently have no synergy with this besides the Unfrozen doing it himself. Removing initiative himself. Alright. If you know, you know. You know? I don't know what to do with you. Just hang out there. Just look intimidating or something. Alright. Last one. We have a guardsman, an adamant, an elite adamant, and an elite mad mage. It's actually unfortunate because I have a lot to do with the Black Widow, even though she needs to heal. Should I distill? Maybe I should just distill once. How many parts do we have? Oh, we can build the excavation. Alright, you get to go here.
The excavation is far too extensive. No, this was not the result of a battle. All these bodies were placed here deliberately.
Deliberately placed here. So I just used the skeleton to pick up his unique creation item. We weren't actually going to use that one. Ooh. Good ward block. Okay. Good ward block. Do they always do that on turn 1? It feels like it. Hello! Good evening, madam. Come here. I would have some words with you. Kel'Thuzad, it's time.
Rage released.
I do know that Amok and Serpent Skull are having some negative synergies here. And by some negative synergies, I mean a lot of negative synergies. Aww. They do have some evasion, which is kind of annoying, honestly. A lot of initiative as well, which is also really annoying. I don't do any moving, but get over here. I'm gonna do this. Less evasion. Owie. Well, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Wouldn't it be funny if the Adamant kills the Elite Adamant?
One more for the stockpiles.
It's like I saw that coming. 1 in 3, Kel'Thuzad. Oh, I forgot the upgrade ignores war. Forgot about that. I almost always go for the other one. Shrapnel. Please, Black Widow. She needs a name. Oh, that was some incredible negative synergy. I can't really fix that in any way, shape, or form. I can just shoot him and hope I don't die. Speaking of hoping that I don't die, it's going well, I would say. Oh,
That one was my favorite.
I'm gonna lose 2 creations here. Our first... Okay, you really need to not miss. Thank you. Well, I think the bride is dead this turn. So let's at least set her on fire. I'll miss you, my bride. Oh, not dead. Nice.
So, this is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like? Yeah.
I don't have a way to ensure that you die, I'm afraid. 24 to 30. So at most, this will bring her down to 57, which is not enough to kill her, so I should cocoon. Protect Kel'Thuzad. Oh, if I'd hit her and then hit her now... Oh... You know what? I think I can kill her. Actually.
Move those mortals.
That was exactly the amount of mana I had. We did it! We saved the bride! She lives.
Mine is the winning side.
Okay. I did it. I'm gonna recreate the Frozen. The Frozen. Let it go. I don't want to let it go. We can give her some points later. Recreate the Unfrozen, even, because I think he is pretty important to our whole shindig here. There is... I do want to test out the Vampire, because the Vampire, in kind of like an ancillary support kind of way, she can generate a ridiculous amount of wrath, and then she can berserk an enemy to make it lose percentage-based health. A lot of it, too. 50% just gone? Oof, that's a good opener. And there's a fun synergy here because it gives the enemy a buff. So there are plans for the Vampire, but I don't think it's time yet. So we'll bring back the Unfrozen for now.
Excellent. Those that kill will be well preserved.
I think he's done well. Looking at the rest of this group, there's really not much more magic damage. We've really made use of everyone. There is the Wraith. He does have this one magical attack. But everything else is a curse, as you may or may not know. He does have a support ability with the Concealing Cloud, but we're not really into that, you know? Level 4 brain's enough. We want to hold on to this level 6 brain, just in case. I feel like the drop rate for brains has gone up. Ice River, right? No. Avalanche, right? Yes. No? Yes. And I'm pretty sure I just dumped all my points to attack, like scum. Yeah. Alright, welcome back. You were gone for so long. Alright, Mummy. You've done well, Mummy. I don't actually know if I have to bring him with me. Maybe I don't. Hey, look, another Serpent Skull. Hey, there's someone we have that would really, really synergize with the Serpent Skull. But next time, I need to go to bed. Next time, a Doomsayer, an elite headsman, executioner, whatever, demolitions expert, and an elite task master. And then, what do I want to do? Hello, map? I don't know why I was trying to use WASD to move there. Then we can go this way. This would give us a fountain right before the boss. I don't know if that's necessary. I kind of want to go the long way about, even though it's like fountain into Elite Squad of Doom, to get the coffin and then to get the chest, because our artifacts still suck. And you know, I'm not a fan of that. We need one more point for Mocking Slap, then we can mock some fools. We have 33. I could build the Abode of Wrath, but I really don't feel like it. I kind of want to build this. I think that's what we're going to do. I think I'm going to hold to build the statue of Iratus next time. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. As you look forward to the continuation. Hopefully I wasn't too tired or nonsensical. I tried to make sense, even though the situation with the Vampire Fangs was mighty depressing. But we will recover, I'm sure. Bye-bye.